Rest in peace to the life and legacy of Nipsey Hussle. I recall about 5 years ago, I did a video in my car, when I found out that Nipsey Hussle was unalived. I was completely in shock. I was surprised. And I just remembered listening to a lot of his stuff. Probably for a couple of years, right before this happened, March 31st, 2019, in LA. And my favorite song is Double Up. The tune is fire. The video is like a movie. I was like, wow. Shout out to Sergio. I think that's who did the video. I'm about to say movie. I'm saying it's a movie. It's one of my favorite songs. When they say art imitates life? Today I was just, how you like to go through videos and stuff. I was like, let me watch that video again. Watch the video, and I'm paying attention to everything, like I always do, whether it's interviews, videos, whatever. And I'm looking at the video, and if you see Double Up, Lauren London is in it. She reminds me of my cousin. Shout out to Lauren London. Um, and I'm looking at the video, and it's some phone dialogue. It's like Nipsey's picking up the phone and he's talking to someone you don't know who he's talking to. He's like, okay, this person's gonna meet you here, blah blah blah. She's the point person. Like when you think about that and just look at the dynamics of that, and then you think about reality, and I'm looking on, social media, and it's talking about, phone calls. Like someone called Nipsey to see if he was okay. It's just the whole situation is very bizarre. So that's why I say art imitates life. However, in real life, it's a serious situation, where somebody can transition at a drop of a dime. And when I look at this whole stuff, and years ago when I heard about it, and I was like, this whole story, something is not right. And I recently watched Blacc Sam, that's Nipsey's brother, do an interview. And that interview was pretty deep. It was very good. Shout out to Big Boy. He does really good interviews. What I like about Big Boy TV, he seems more inclined with his guests. Like he's more interested in he has a rapport with them, a relationship outside of just doing podcasts. So I can appreciate that. But I watched that interview in full, and it was a good interview. But I will tell you, towards the mid to the end, it did get deep and it did get dark. You started kind of feeling a little emotional and disappointed and sad. And the emotions that Blacc Sam was speaking about, if you know that like if you have some type of compassion in your life, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna to a certain extent understand what he's saying about his sibling, his brother, a family member, about going to a restaurant the day before, if I'm not mistaken, celebrating, I think what their cousin did. And just a list of stuff, you're just like, wow, you know? And it's a deep situation, it's sad. Nipsey has children, that won't ever see their father in monumental moments. And then when you start listening to the stories, you start listening to the interview with Blacc Sam, and just enjoying what you see on social media and everything, which you have to have discernment so you know what is what makes sense. And you look at it and you be like, you know what? This is a whole lot of control mechanisms. People want to have control over artists. People want to have control just with everything. Pretty much it's like the way it seemed with everything that Nipsey did. People want to have control. And you have to look at that in the dynamics of the music business. They want to have, like, the labels, they want to have control over your art, over the money, over what you can do, what you can't do. It's a lot. Egos, whole lot of jealousy. That's what I see. You would think it was bad with women. I don't think it is as bad as it is with men. I mean, it's bad, period. Jealousy is something that is really bad, but when it gets extreme, I mean, you shouldn't be jealous anyway, but things happen and people are. But to me, in this whole situation with Nipsey, it was really bad. The way it comes across is that he had people in the area within his vicinity that were really jealous of him. And maybe some him and Blacc Sam probably knew, and then some they might not, will never know, And it is sad. I listened to Blacc Sam talk about, when he was just hustling, trying to make money and everything, and I was just like, and you start thinking about the foundation of this country. Like, things could be so simplified if, this country would do the right things. Just like simple things. With helping everybody help each other out, where you don't have to do this, where you don't have to run the streets, where you don't have to always feel like you gotta hustle all the time just to get any amount of bread for you or your family. The system has failed us. And it definitely has failed us with taking away a talented artist that I perceive to actually want to get on the right side and do things correctly. But the system is rigged. So nevertheless, it's been 5 years. It's very sad. I feel like that whole Nipsey stuff just happened like yesterday. That's how, real it seems to me. But 5 years ago. Nipsey's birthday is August 15th. And transition on March 31st, 2019. Whatever think something like this would happen. However, a lot of things are coming out. It's kind of like unfolding slowly. And I hope it gets to a point that if it does come out, which I think the truth is slowly coming out, then maybe we could get some justice or something. I don't know. I just feel like the system is so rigged. But we have to pay attention. If you're an artist, or if you're just a general person trying to make it, and you're on your grind and your hustle and stuff, this should be a life lesson for you. This whole Nipsey Hussle situation, it should be a life lesson to all of us. That people are not going to be happy for you. You could try your best. Sometimes you could try your best going in the wrong direction. and then you switch it up into a good direction, and it's still like it's always something because you just have somebody gonna try to crush you if you are not aware. And I just remember hearing in this interview, Blacc Sam was saying, like, I just don't understand to this point of why people weren't on point, you know? Why wasn't they armed at the door? And he just went in a little bit of details with it. And that's sad. Sounds like a whole setup to me. It's like just imagine you have a bunch of friends. Well, not even just that, a bunch of associates, and they know what's going on, either some of them, but they're just not saying it, or they're insinuating stuff. You have to pay attention to what people are saying. Like people say, oh, Nipsey talked to this person, he talked to that person. Then one person said, oh, I called him to see if he was okay because somebody told me he was on a live, and I called him and he picked up. And you have to question that person, like, why you didn't tell him somebody told me that you were on a live already or something, like, to be on guard. And I feel like no one's answering. They're not answering, and they're not answering the questions. Like, if I call somebody and tell them, hey, you okay? And they be like, yeah, I'm okay. Why wouldn't I tell them, I heard on the street that you were unalived? Very weird. These last conversations that he had with people is just very weird. So overall, I hope that we could come to some type of. I don't even know if we're gonna come to any justice, because look at the Tupac and Biggie situation. It's been probably over 20 some years, and it's like people they probably know who did it, but they're just not saying. And just like, are we gonna get any answers? But overall, a sad situation. In dealing with Nipsey. But his legacy lives on, and like I said, I hope people could learn from this. Be careful who you rock with. Be careful who you associate with, and pay attention to who is jealous of you, because you just never know. You might get got, and you don't want to get got. You have to surround yourself with the right type of people. Um, when I did that video 5 years ago, I had all these questions and everything. And I just remember salutes to everyone that commented, whether it was good or bad. Mainly it was a lot of good. But, you know, salutes to you all. But it would be, good to know the truth now. I mean, you shouldn't know the truth after 5 years. We should have known it within a few days, a month or so. But I would like to know the truth of what happened. And I'm seeing a lot of craziness on social media, a lot of shadiness, a lot of jealousy, and it's just looking real crazy. Salutes to the family of Nipsey, salutes to his kids. I just hope that they can evolve and, within each day, get through this the best way possible, because, they don't have their father anymore. But I hope that they have a good support system, as well as the family. It seems like it's a very tight knit system. But pay attention, guys. This is deeper than we probably would ever think. It is really deep. Salute to Sam for actually taking his time 5 years later to do an interview, you know, when he was ready, and he did it on Big Boy TV. I hope that he finds, the truth. I think he knows the truth. I believe he knows the truth. And that you're never gonna heal. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're never gonna heal from losing a loved one. I know from experience with losing parents and cousins and aunts and stuff. I already know you're never gonna get over it. You're gonna probably heal better to get through it. But I just hope he finds that healing, and he gets really, really, if he doesn't know the truth now, but for some reason I think he does, that he finds the real truth and maybe some justice. I don't know. This whole justice thing is all rigged. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in to the iTip Report. My name is Iveriani. Like this video, comment, subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, Cash App is on the screen. Because I get people that's asking me. I'm not really into asking, but when about donations and stuff, but people are asking me, so I'm putting it up there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this situation. Do you think you know who could have done this? Uh, to me, it's just an overall of jealousy. Yep. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching and listening. We'll be rotating. We'll do a lot of audio. We'll do also visual videos. But anyway, thank you for watching. And like I said, salute to the life and legacy of Nipsey. Overall, we need answers. We need the truth. Peace. And this is our body.